Habitat Scientist by Lincoln Bergman. When John Hart was a child, he loved nature. He picked up rocks, leaves, and pine cones. His room was filled with things that he found outside. John liked to investigate the natural world. He still does. Investigating the natural world is what scientists do. Today, John is a habitat scientist. He investigates what is happening to plants and animals in different habitats. Every plant and animal has a place where it lives and gets what it needs. Scientists call this place a habitat. A habitat must have everything a plant or animal needs to live and grow. A plant's habitat must have water and sunlight. An animal's habitat must have food and water. New plants sprouting from seeds must have space to grow. Baby animals must have a place to stay safe. A plant or animal's habitat also includes the other things that live there. Plants and animals depend on one another for the things they need. A habitat is an example of a system. A system is a group of parts that affect each other. John is interested in how the parts of a habitat work together as a system. This is a habitat of the mountains of Colorado that John is investigating. The plant with purple flowers here is called larkspur. The habitat has everything the larkspur needs. The habitat has sunlight and water. It has space for roots to spread out. The larkspur plant depends on the animals in its habitat. To make seeds, a larkspur flower needs to get pollen from another larkspur flower. Animals move pollen from one flower to another. Then the larkspur can make seeds. One kind of animal that moves larkspur pollen is the hummingbird. That's a hummingbird. Hummingbirds eat nectar from the flowers. While eating, they move pollen from one flower to another. That helps the larkspur make seeds. Wind disperses those seeds. Disperse means to spread. Wind carries the seeds to places where they have space to sprout and grow. The hummingbirds also depend on larkspur. They eat the nectar. The hummingbirds and the larkspur depend on each other. Other plants and animals in the habitat depend on each other too. Another kind of animal that eats nectar is the bee. Bees move pollen so plants can make new seeds. Snakes and hawks eat hummingbirds and chipmunks. Chipmunks eat seeds from pine trees. Sometimes they bury seeds and forget about them. Those seeds can grow into new pine trees. Bears eat berries from currant bushes. Later, the bears leave droppings that have currant seeds in them. That means that currant bushes can sprout in new places. All the parts of the habitat depend on each other. Here is a diagram of the different parts of the Colorado mountain habitat. The sun is not living. The water is not living. The mountains are not living, and they're made out of rock. The currant bush is living. The hummingbird, living. The larkspur, living. The bees are living. The pine trees are living. The black bear is living. The hawk is living. John works with a team of scientists. They investigate what happens when something changes in a habitat. There is evidence that many habitats around the world are getting hotter. If a habitat gets too hot, some plants and animals can't live there.